Hello and good evening. Welcome to the video series of the assignment 1 for data mining course number WQD 7005. This is the first video from the series of videos that are about to be rolled out, which will be explaining the report right in front of you, which is a case study of data mining applied to the real life stock market analysis. As you can see, the contents of the report would be covering the following. So in the future video lectures, you can expect information regarding these topics over here that you can see in front of you. In this video, we will be touching upon the topics 1, 2, and 3, which is the introduction, initial hypothesis, and the hypothesis evaluation concept, which are some of the steps involved in the pre-mining before we actually enter into the data mining. So let us quickly jump into the introductory part. This assignment is the data mining in the real life scenario, uh, taking the role play as a financial consultant and trying to provide best investment guidance to the investors. In this case, we have selected a suitable sample of business segments because we cannot be selecting all the business segments in the numerous vast number of stocks out there in the stock market. So in this case, we have selected retail, corporate banking, financial services and marketing, retail finance and insurance, because in a way these three business segments are interrelated to each other, and it can allow us to use data mining to do some kind of meaningful analysis, and that was the reason why these three business segments have been chosen. Um, Following selection of the business segments, what we have done is we have come with the initial hypothesis. Initial hypothesis is based on a very simple thinking that if I were a financial consultant with a lot of trading experience, I would use my experience and the beliefs that would tell me that I should be clustering the group of stocks according to carefully selected business segments. And the reason why I would do that is because my experiences and the beliefs built upon those experiences would suggest that the stocks in the same business segment would behave similar, they would be traded in a similar way because they are because of the high correlation between the business model, business performance, and the business sentiments that goes along in that particular business segment. Now that justification comes based on the beliefs that are built with using our conventional logic, which is some of them have been listed over here. These may not be the all, but these are few that I would like to highlight over here. Is that stocks in the similar business segments are traded in a similar manner with the similar market sentiments. They are governed by the same or similar government policies and regulations. They are all exposed to the similar kind of risk and opportunities. And basically, the business segment has got a benchmark that produces the similar kind of company results and demonstrate comparable performance actually. So that would be the initial hypothesis, that is a belief coming from the human cognition, and we would be trying to evaluate whether this hypothesis is true, what are the differences, what is the gaps, and what other patterns can we learn beyond this hypothesis on the based on the human cognition. So the hypothesis evaluation would be done in this way, as shown in this section number 3 over here. The concept being used over here is that we would be randomly selecting 2 stocks per business segment. So we will have, since we have 3 business segments, we will be having 6 stocks that we will be selecting from the website, and we will be collecting the data in near real time from the reliable and reputed website. at a very high frequency so that we gather a lot of time series data on which we can perform very good amount of detailed analysis. The tools that we would be using to perform the data mining on the collected data would be, we will be primarily producing codes on Python, which will be which will do all the dirty work of cleaning, extracting, transforming, and loading of the data. And then coming to the core data mining part of it, we will be utilizing SAS Enterprise Miner tools, uh, which will uh, which will be performing the actual data mining and the insight and the pattern discovery. We will be using the KDD knowledge discovery in database in data process, which is a renowned process in which data mining is one of the phases. And the data, we will be using those tools to push our data from front to back in the data mining pipeline, which is extract, transform, load, model, analyze, and evaluate, which are the primary steps of the data mining lifecycle. Although we won't be going through in the sequential order as it has been shown over here, um, because data mining and prescriptive or predictive analytics is a highly iterative process. You will see as we go along in the next coming video lectures that we will be moving back and forth, and it's a highly iterative process to get the desired results, desired shape and representation of the data, and the outcomes from the model. So why are we doing this, and what is the benefit of the hypothesis evaluation? Uh, One of the biggest thing by doing this, by evaluating this hypothesis, is that the insights that we generate from this analysis or data mining exercise would give us a very good feel about the specific areas of the market where the trading patterns is governed by certain rules which are not seen by the human cognition, or which cannot be determined by human cognition. On the higher value added side, high frequency time series data analysis, it allows us to generate certain prescriptive analysis recommendations, which can be of, uh, of a great value to the investors when it comes to deciding the trading strategy for the high performing high frequency trades, or deciding when, at what time in the market should you enter the market, whether it is a good time to enter the market during the closing hours, opening hours, what time, and during which period of the month or week you should be doing that. So that's about in this video. In the next video, we will be covering the data selection uh, and the collection part of it. And I would be describing how the codes were built during that video. So until then, goodbye and thank you for your time.